This is what Sierra Leone should strive for. This is what the leaders of our country should strive for. It's not about dividing the people across ethnic lines and fighting for politics over nonsense every day. No political agenda. Lies upon lies, promises upon promises. Nothing is met. This is fantastic, and I want to share this with you so you guys can see stuff like this.
They've
This is
achieved
beautiful.
60% milestone, and by 2023, the airport will be hitting completion and ready for use.
You already mentioned that over 1,000 people are already working. So when this project is completed, I don't know if you have that number yet. How many people will get direct employment because of this project?
Don't say direct, because there's direct and indirect.
Okay.
Because one of the things we do before we make a presentation or get approval from His Excellency is look at the benefit to the society. The direct benefit, economic, and the indirect. Benefit. So if I'm making a projection right now, just this area, not only the airport, you're going to have hotels all around, all the eateries, complementary facilities that is going to support the airport. On this side would be the agro-processing area. Okay. So if you combine all those things together, you're looking more than 100,000. No, 100,000 people combined together.
Yeah.
And that's just a tip of the iceberg. Then if you move further into the interior, different parts of the country, everybody producing things to move here. You have the transportation aspect of it.
Yes.
The food, the agri, hospitality, all the products coming in to support that. And also we boom the infrastructure development in this area.
Yeah. There is a 5-kilometer road from the entrance leading to the drop-off point in the airport. The 4 kilometers long, 60 meters wide runway is almost completed. Was built with the finest alphas for durability and strength.
This is the center line of the runway.
Man, the last video I did, guys, when I did about the Mamama Airport, I'm sure that reminds you about everything I talked about in that video, right? Where Sierra Leone missed out on an opportunity for us to have the Mamama Airport, a brand new airport. Instead, the President Bio's government chose to spend $275 million to build a new terminal, when we could have built a new airport for $318 million. But he chose to spend $275 million just to build another terminal at the existing Lunge International Airport, when we could have built a new airport. Think about the job opportunities, expanding, decongesting, depopulating the Freetown and the big cities, right? Creating more opportunities for people, giving us that pleasant image that we're all looking for. Not just one of everything, one stadium, one airport, one this. You know, it's so sickening. But that's what these guys doing in Nigeria. And this is, we have to call people out like these that are doing well for their people. These are the kinds of leaders we need in Africa. And then we don't have to go again and run to all these other countries that everybody's running to go to. We can stay in Africa and make Africa a home. We have all the natural resources. You listen to these guys. This is beautiful.
The total runway is 65, including the shoulder. Left and right, 140 meters either side. So nice. All this area you are seeing, this was this low before. Everything was filled up.
Ogun State is the industrial hub of our nation, where you have over 1,000 manufacturers, more than 1,000 manufacturers. Now they've created an airport, which means you don't have to go to Lagos to export your agro goods. And here they've not only started, they have completed almost 60% of the work. Forget about what we're doing here. This is the fastest airport construction anywhere in Nigeria, anywhere in Africa. Because I've been to numerous projects, and if you can see the intention and the dedication, you can look even right there, just at casting, you have over 20-30 people working, and this is a 50 million square meter project, and the airport represents about 8 million, and every corner you cannot go 2 kilometers without seeing people working.
This is fantastic.
Simultaneously is the 5-level control tower and a fire station.
With this, the controllers of the airport, they can see a 360 degree of the whole space.
Let me tell you this, guys. There's problems everywhere, right? But when we see some of these good leaders that are doing so well for their people, I think it's incumbent on us to call these things out. I'm not from Nigeria. It's you all may know. I'm from Sierra Leone. There's been a couple of, governors in Nigeria, maybe one or two that you can count, with your fingers, that have really, really done well for their people. I know there are other issues, other problems. I'm not judging anything here, but I just want to show what's good, the good side, right? Because these are some of the things I stand for. I want to see governments taking care of its people. When you pay taxes and all of that, it should go back to the people. It shouldn't go into their pockets, right? And this is what this governor does. And I want to thank this gentleman, Stephen Indoko, for doing these videos across Africa to showcase, their countries. Like he's from Nigeria, he's showcasing Nigeria, but he's traveling across the world, showcasing your vacation homes and all that stuff. But this video touched me. When I saw this, I'm like, I have to share this with you guys. So you guys can see that we have good people still in Africa. We have good leaders. And if every leader can do the same thing that this gentleman is doing for his people in Ogun State, I'm telling you, Africa would be a better place. And then we don't have to envy Dubai. We don't have to envy all these other countries. Our citizens will not want to leave Africa to go to these other places. Africans love Africa. The only reason why a lot of Africans leave Africa is because of opportunities. So create opportunities for them at home. That's why I want to share this video with you guys. I want you all to see this. Listen to this.
Reducing the housing deficit with affordable housing.
So we're in an area called Kubakwe right here in Abeokuta, Ogun State. We are in a residential estate that is targeted at the low-income earners. Right here, it's all about affordability, and it's a mass housing project. I mean, you have over 526 units, affordable units of 2 and 3 bedrooms. I tell you, at the off-plan stage, bungalows right here, they were going for 5.5 million naira. Any civil servant or a decent income earner should be able to afford that. Even if you're able to mortgage it, then you can afford yourself, a house like this. But I mean, I just had to bring you guys this project, not just to show you the real estate as well, but also let you know that, look, the government, they are keen on bringing affordable projects, so more and more people right here in Ogun State can actually own homes. And this is one of the many projects that we're going to see done by the government right here in Abeokuta.
To further reduce underemployment, the leadership of the state used the affordable housing project as a means of generating employment for both skilled and unskilled labor directly and indirectly.
We saw providing affordable housing as an opportunity of not just, turning our people from tenants to landlords, but at the same time also gainfully employing our artisans. So it was a double-barrel approach for us.
So you're not just giving them homes, you're employing the locals to build these homes for people.
Yes, so you find out that all the houses we've built were built by direct labor. And direct labor are people that are employed from the immediate vicinity where those houses are being built. And we've spread these constructions across the state. So we have affordable housing projects in Ogun Central, you have in Ogun East, you have in Ogun West. And all those who have built those houses are from that immediate corridor. To date, we've built 1,200 homes. We are still building.
Stephen, something very important about this estate is that about 3 years ago, I was part of the people that, even before the founder, that started the foundation of this estate. And it was very important for me that the King's Court at Okemoson would represent not necessarily the type of luxury we represent as Sujimoto, but the infrastructure, the engineering and infrastructure of it is well planned. As you can see, there is very, very beautiful surveying, there is a great landscape, and this is just a pinch amongst the estates that the executive governor, Prince Dakmabedu, is
one of the things that really fascinates me is, you would rarely find such greenery, in Nigeria's real estate, because everybody's trying to manage space,
Yes.
But looking at
Guys,
this project,
this is beautiful. And this is the things we long for. And this is why I want to share this with you again, like I said. I want you to see this. But look at what this governor is doing for his people.
Over 1,000 houses built in less than 4 years. Who built 1,000 houses in less than 4 years? The speed of construction and the impact into the housing sector of Ogun State, I've never seen that type of speed before. This also tackles one of the biggest problems in Nigeria, housing deficit, over 21 million housing deficit in our nation.
It is basically an economic zone that we refer to as an metropolis. It is an airport and a special agro-processing zone. A special agro-processing zone is a place where you have an aggregation of processing companies that take raw materials, which we have in abundance in Ogun State, and process those raw materials to finished goods. Today, we are the #1 producer of cassava in the whole world. We're the #1 producer of eggs in Nigeria. We produce, rubber, to cashew, to kola nut, to cocoa. We have the largest abundance of limestone in Nigeria. And that's why you have Dangote and Lafarge, the two largest cement manufacturing companies in Nigeria, right here in our state. So we have a lot of companies that are processing raw materials to finished goods here. And that metropolis is going to be an economic zone where you have all these enterprises and the entire value chain. So from aggregation centers where the raw materials are aggregated and fed to the processing companies, and then from there, they can be exported by air or of course exported by sea through Lagos, which is just about an eye away from the airport.
In less than 1 year,
Guys, you see, visionary leader has factories in his state, so value added. So the raw materials is turned into a finished product that they could sell and bring income into the state, and that's how he's able to finance the housing. The houses that he's building for the poor. Visionary leader is building a airport now. Look at that. You just saw what he said about the airport. He's going to take some of the biggest planes you can think of. Tell me, how is this state not going to be in the next 5-10 years? This state will be like, one of the number ones in Nigeria. So the citizens of Ogun State could just fly right into Ogun State. They don't have to go to Lagos and all of that stuff. This is beautiful, man.
Ogun State is constructing an 8 million square kilometer agro, cargo and passenger airport.
Where we are now is the entrance to the airport. To my left is Ilishon. To my right is Sikperu. And both have direct access to the Shagamu-Ijebu Expressway. Also, along this area, just across from us is the agro processing area and the African Development Bank, also the only testing center for products that will be exported in Shagamu, which is not too far. Where you do your testing, if it's approved, you can come down and get to anywhere you are going in the world. So the airport can accommodate 777, 350 Airbus, so it's ready to go.
It is basically an economic zone that we refer to as an metropolis.
Guys, this is what we did in Africa. And that is why when I saw this video, I said I should share with you guys. So thank you again, everybody. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel. And like this video, subscribe to the channel and share, okay? That's how other people can come and join this channel. So subscribe. We're trying to get to at least 20,000 subscribers by the end of this month, okay? Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it, guys. Bye-bye, everybody.